Oh, so last time I was playing this, we defeated a certain bad guy. There's new items. See, I haven't got all of the Patron's Whisper stuff. No, you know, it's beer sex. I've got this delightful little. Oh wow! I didn't notice until now that I could rotate this. Oh no, I've never done that. How does it look normally? But does that seem right? Maybe like that. It looks pretty though. Yeah. I'm just going about rotating and oh no. Okay, nothing else is showing beside quests. Joshua, hi.
Origin, he called it. But the origin of what?
You weirdly didn't sound like Joshua. Right, no, before I'm not going to speak also, I'm going to get these things done. I think I can go back for replaying certain bits. Oh, also the Chronolith ones. I know, you almost did a complete no rotation run, it's ruined now. Anyone ever find that with a map in Skyrim and they rotate it and it's like, I don't know which way's which. Which way do you want me to go? And not that it makes a difference, you can't fucking see shit anyway when you want to zoom in. Like you open the map in Skyrim and it'll be to try and find a way across the mountaintops. You know, to see if there's this little tiny little path that you can figure out. Because of the bloody cloud cover on it, it's useless anyway.
So what do I owe the honor?
I mean... Wait, so I could buy the Defender, but you couldn't let me upgrade it till now? But also, right, I do not have enough for this thing and in our Darksteel to want to order Calcum. It's got to be hunt related, it can't be anything else. But I don't have more. Circle of Heaven. Oh! Oh, I can upgrade all these now that I got last time, which you didn't let me upgrade. Well, this is better than what I'm using. I love that weapon called Defender +1 is better than the one called Ragnarok. Behemoth Shackle. I've got enough of those. Jeez, 400 Sharp Fang? All in iron, yeah. Is that... I'll be able to do that, that's fine. That's fine as well. Sun bracelets, Behemoth Shackle. Okay, okay. I think we'll be good. Defender.
Yeah, that should do you.
Make it the... Oh, I might run out of clutch mine. Let's do...
You can thank me later.
Ah, no, I don't want to do that. Oh god, I don't want to do that, it's less than that. Be hitting. Yeah, I don't need to. Okay.
Anything else?
Just the weapon. What else are we looking at? Go to the missives. Go read those. Missives first. Hippocrates after. Let's see what else anyone has for me. I don't know where to get these curiosities. I'm missing so many. Oh no, it's not a curiosity. Well, it is. Hey, oh, I'm so confused. Wall of memories. The hell did I pick up as a treasure map then? All who would seek to mint Gil, follow ye the path to Kretov. What the fuck is that? Kretov? I found that. Over here. Hmm. Here? Kretov. Isla. Nope, Halfcombe. Yeah, there's things that are still inaccessible that I've never been to. The Angry Gap. Kretov. Yeah, that's the Chronolith. Wolfdar. Skaithvar. Ravenwood Wall. Crichton Hollow. Never Turn. Conservatory. Another one of those. Bedlam Bows. Peter Grace. Sure this is Garnick. Innocence Gate. We're Rise and Rise. Chapel. Vales Royal Meadows. The Workshop. Baywatch. Training Grounds. Westwatch. Cape. Vale, that's fine. Eastwatch. Do Advent. Lei. Don't know how to pronounce that, but it starts with G. Mornburn. Mornbroom? Broom. Brum. Chase. Mortfield. Orbell Downs. Oh, the Bales. Mordant Valley. I have done it before where I've went over it and just completely bypassed it. The Dim. Eastpool, Broken Hill. Rhiannon's Ride, Green Sheaves. Resida. I've got Martha's Rest. Sorwise. Abbey. Brodick's Jump, Old Hill Docks. Bridge, Quiet Sands, Silken Strand, Leisure's District. Gate, the Port. Archies. Lost Plume. Shallop Rock. Amber, Hawkscry Cliff. Serpent Scale. Another inaccessible area that I've not been to. What's been the place? Velcroy. Sertina. Northern Velcroy. Kind of looking for. And so. Maybe a little bit's here. Thread. And he's cleft. Another. Oh, it's Bucklad, isn't it? I forgot where it was. But why does Kretov sound familiar? Tabor. Gilded Path. Titan's Wake. Because it is Kretov right there. I know I was in the middle of going to read the missives, but I have no idea. Well, okay, so my problem is I got a treasure map, but I can't look at it. A closely drawn map in whose margin is scrawled the message to all who would seek to mint Gil, follow ye the path to Kretov. Which? Oh, the gilded path. Oh, fucking hell. Why? Like, does it make a difference having the map to something happening? Well, this is the path. That goes there. Grid is right, lefty. I don't even know what I'm following. Hey, chicken. Okay, this would be the path. I'm taking the path to Kretov. Ooh, power is high. Oh shit. Forgot what we're doing. I'm playing good games, so I'll have fucking wonderful stream for me. Get what? Bloody go on. Don't know what I'm doing, but okay, we went with it. Right, I know there's bits of Gila here, right? Oh, come on, game. This isn't what I was expecting from a treasure map. I don't know if that's... I want this one to cool down faster. What is it that I've got on? Heat wave. I'm about to get the cooldown for heat wave. I'm following. I'm following. That was it. 10 gil. Okay, so I find it really strange, like the treasures for this game are absolutely abysmal. Well, I say the treasures, the little glowing patches that you're like, oh, there's gonna be some item here. They're not worth it. Problem is, I can't get my fights. Come on. Without Torgo. So he's taking out the enemies too fucking fast, so I'm gonna need a big fucker who needs staggered, aren't I? Potentially for what I'm thinking I might need to do. What actually happened in Kretov? Oh, these dudes.
Our investigations into Ultima extend not only to ruins such as these.
God, it was these guys. It's not actually like a decent treasure map. Or I went completely the wrong way. There's always a chance of that happening. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, let's go back. Go back. Ooh, wasn't ravaged. I'm gonna actually look around all the places that have got shops and see if there's anything new. It means there should be something new, but I don't know what.
Would you like to see my wares?
Oh, 85,000! Daylight robbery, right there. That's a skill cooldown. Yeah, I'm thinking these for if I'm doing the chronolith things for all the different Another 10 girls really spoiling you, I know. Yeah, getting all these for the challenges.
Here you are.
It's 5,000. Game.
Farewell, traveller.
Can't do this to me. I finally know, going to know what it is you've been talking about. In what way? Oh no, not the shop. Like, what have I been talking about? I talk about a lot and mostly it's shite.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
Where's the shop in this place? That way.
Bastard's been lying to us. Can you believe?
I think we'd better shut up shop.
Sounds like something's happening in the square.
Where's the shop? Hello? Ah, there you are.
Anything I can interest you in?
Huh. I'm releasing an issue for the first time today. They moved from England to here. And man, the mood swings! How old? It's alright.
Here you are.
He's 45. Wait, no. No. 5 seconds? Great. This one. Reduces the rift slip to cooldown time. 0.5 seconds. No!
Go with Gilbert.
No. You're not getting my 45k for that. What should be crucial when I'm doing the bloody chronolith things though. Oh god, we've got my niece on Saturday coming up. So my niece on Saturday. I'm gonna try and get out and do something on the Sunday. Even if it's just going somewhere nice, because yeah,
Well
just,
met.
it's been fucking weak. Oh, 25 seconds. But the amount of time I would need to kick it off. 2.5, now if he's only 10 weeks, so he's just normal baby behaviour. 2.5. Oh, the worst is yet to come. Like my niece is nearly, she's gonna be 4 in 17 days. She said she's gonna be 5. It's like, no, you're clearly not. I think she said she's gonna be 6 instead. It's like, okay, you're traveling at a different speed to the rest of us through time. 25 seconds. Okay.
You've a discerning eye. You're welcome
I
anytime.
really hope not banging the same fuckers over again. Right. I wasn't intending to do this, but just because I've seen the shop had stuff in it, I was like, ooh. You don't have anything new, do you? No. And here, possibly. No, you don't. Okay, so the only one I haven't bought is the one that could be... Well, unless there's something for having all items. Let's do it in our time. Just say she's 18 to throw her out. Well, it could go in 2 ways. She'd be like, yay! Or she'd absolutely panic. I always remember a time at the park where we wanted to go, so we were like, we'll just leave you here. She didn't want to leave. She's like, fine, go then. I was like, oh, okay, is that how it is? You can try and... Oh, hi. Hi, Dion.
I have wronged so many. Ruined thousands of lives. I did not deserve to be saved. But save me, you and your brother did. Your uncle too forgave me my sins. Offered me a chance at redemption. Yours is a fine family, Ifrit. Cherish it.
Alright, let's get back to the missives. I got so distracted. Because I seen the stuff on the wall and the treasure map had nothing to do with it, so I was like, oh. Reading table. A new life. Ah, a while ago I was slow and not without the occasional run-in with some straggling orc. I saw Edda back safe to the Shadow Coast. where Mid was waiting kindly with the Enterprise. On the voyage home, I like to think the poor lass opened up a little, telling us about her life and the life she wants for her baby. But I suppose it's up to us now to make certain the little one gets it. I don't know how I'd feel about getting a letter from someone that I knew. Like in what they're saying. Like, yeah. No, is this leveled up
I
anymore?
was wondering when next you'd visit. I have a few new notes that might interest you. You wish to study the tomes?
Oh no, right, ooh! Oh, maybe missed them. Interdimensional rift. So this is where we were when Ultima took us to tell us a story. So the basic information. Place beyond space and time, termed both a rift between worlds and our darkness by its creator Ultima. Clive and Joshua were forcibly summoned here by the mad deity that they might reflect upon their transgressions. Okay, right, so the hidden truths, summoned there by the mad deity when they ventured too close to the heart of Drake's spine. Upon fighting their way free, the pair emerged to find that their victory over Ultima had resulted in the shattering of the Mother Crystal. Oh, the infernal icon! A form long since discarded by Ultima that brings to mind Ifrit, the icon manifested by Clive. Seemingly incomplete, lacking as it does the wings of the being created when Clive and Joshua combined the powers of Ifrit and the Phoenix. Okay, I might have to look up a different one. Hey, was that Logos? Where Ultima uses mythos to describes... Wait. Where Ultima uses mythos to describes... To describe the vessel he has long awaited, one into which he can pour his soul and cast his supreme spell. Logos indicates its blasphemed form, a vessel over which the will of another has complete claim, making of itself a false god. Ifrit Risen. That was the first, yeah. Take down Bahamut. Okay, the hidden truth. Two icons of fire united as one with a might that far exceeds either icon alone. With the body Ifrit and wings of Phoenix, its appearance closely resembles that of Ultima, as depicted in the ancient murals of the Circle of Malleus. Could this be the final true form of the vessel that Ultima requires to remake the world? Okay, but... You say Ultima in the mural, but the Ultima doesn't have Phoenix on its own. And I'm not even sure it has Ifrit on its own. Unless it is... whatever the vessel is Ifrit and Phoenix. So whether it's Ultima or whether it's Clive and Joshua. No, it is. Wait, no. The figure thought to be Ultima is in fact that of Ifrit Risen. Ifrit and the Phoenix united as one. Game. Which one are we? Is it Ifrit? Or are you saying it's Ultima? Nah. New World. In Paradise, the Paradise, Ultima seeks to summon a creation, one free from the blight that almost ended his race. Oh, you believe it's saying the history is mistaken? Yeah, depending on like when you read some of them, it might be updating for us, you know, at that time, which then causes conflict when you get further information and you want to go and look at other entries about certain things as well. So I don't know how that properly works either. Behemoth, I was under the impression by the looks of it that it was Ifrit and Phoenix, but it could be one and the same, as that Ultima had that form before and now we've got that form by having the icons. So maybe back then it could have been Ultima. It's Barnabas dead. Yeah, I know. The game actually did say with Barnabas gone, before Barnabas was gone, and mentioned about the Akashic or something like still spreading. I was like, oh, we haven't got to that point. At least we know he's definitely going to die. For one of the entries. Okay, the Barnabas believed that he and his fellow faithful would be allowed to join his deity there. He was mistaken. Only Ultima and his kin shall have a place in this new paradise. Who's Ultima's kin? I'm so confused right now. Wait, or is it just the this consciousness that they're trying to bring forth? I shall have a place in this new paradise. Paradise freed not only from blight but from humanity. Velsthea, a realm comprising, oh god, this is a hidden truth. Belonging to human genesis. Oh yeah. 2 continents of storm and ash, over which another crystals once stood vigil. Countless aeons ago, Ultima arrived here, fleeing the blight that devoured his own homeland, and resolved to rebuild the world and usher in a new and final age of pure reason. It was he who placed the mother crystals in each corner of the land, that they might harvest the aether he needed to achieve this end. Now, there's other land masses that we don't go to. We have little knowledge of, because that's where they said like Barnabas came from across, didn't they? Some kind of ancient gods. I mean, it could well be that even the icons that we're controlling were the gods, and through whatever's happened to them, they can only kind of be manifested by people, but unless we're out of control as a human, like, you know, at the beginning of the game, Ifrit goes fucking ham on Phoenix, and Clive's like, no, and he has no control over him. So unless like the will isn't strong enough, and that they're back in control. Okay. Ultima. I'm gonna have to read something else though. One's race of ancient godlike beings was their creation of magic that led to the rise and spread of the blight. Few survivors of the race fleeing to the unspoilt land of Velsthea to attempt to remake the world. This they created the mother crystals to harvest huge amounts of aether and sow the seeds of humanity, that it might one day produce a vessel strong enough to channel it, that the humans would one day develop wills of their own they did not foresee. So like, who the fuck are the Fallen then? Not sure if he represents them or embodies them all. Yeah, like the vessel that we see is Ultima, and they're all swirling around, and he's the voice for them. I need to go back into interdimensional Ultima. That's one. In order to further test the strength of the vessel mythos, Ultima lured both Clive and Joshua deep into the shadowy depths of his fractured mind, where he faced the brothers clad in the remnants of his erstwhile flesh, the infernal icon. So he was an icon of some sort. Bonds of consciousness? The fellow feeling that binds a person with those they love and who love them. As long as those bonds remain strong, so too does a human's grip upon their will. Ultima casts Primogenesis in order to sever those bonds of consciousness, that humanity might lose their wills and turn Akashic, and that his vessel might be perfected. I'm trying to look for things I maybe haven't been in. Okay. We do have, like, quite a lot. We have... Oh, do we have all our persons of interest? Oh, still missing one. Oh, we've fought everything big. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's the one I don't get. I thought someone summoned that, but it clearly didn't. Right.
Did you learn everything?
I haven't got everything yet. That's fine. There's still places I need to go. We haven't got access to all the areas in the game. Because even though I think we're nearing the end, there's a lot extra little things going on. I mean, I don't know. At what point?
There's something about it.
Get access to just go and finish the things that we're doing. Vivian!
Back again?
Of course.
What is it that you wish to learn?
So we've got battle. Yep, rescued. Battling companions, best friends. Apparently we're still in love. Oh yeah, they all rescued us, didn't they? Hey, Kenobi.
Study
Situation
it well,
map.
Clive.
We're like, yeah, Akashic there, stone here. Yeah, all the mother crystals are gone. Unlocked Torgal.
Thus ends today's lesson.
I'm freed the doggo. He's with Joshua right now.
Still alive, I see.
He's doing his own thing.
Something tells me that I saw on the horizon is your doing. How'd
Maybe?
you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Truth of Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. The that they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing
Yeah, they're getting
Randalar.
attacked by Akashic, aren't they?
Canberra is in flames, and the Empire.
This is fucked.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new
Painkiller
mother crystal
in
is
serial
like the
form.
others?
Cocodamol
That it draws
pops.
upon the land's ether?
Mhm.
It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archaea above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right.
Well, technically there should be a hyphen in there
When we faced him at
after
Stone
the
here,
first call.
Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue.
I just couldn't be arsed putting it in.
If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you.
It's prefix alongside.
Joshua seemed upset.
I'm saying it's. Oh, I think we were talking about. Was it last night? And it was Fuck. Nothing new. It's basically codeine and paracetamol together. Alright, Vivian, stop updating. I really don't think there's nothing I can do for these though.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Oh shit, I'm only 20 short for that. Holy fuck, that's a lot. I mean, it's not quite 32 yet.
All done?
Yeah, I think there's a few side quests to go.
What will it be?
I'm wondering
today?
if this new change and what's happened
Till
with the
next
crystals and all
week.
the... Oh, I'm gonna have to go in there.
Back again?
No, the
What
mana
is it that
crystal's
you wish
gone.
to
It's,
learn?
might. I love it. Fate is one. 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 And fate is one. Final stand. Oh, you're including all the allies in there? And everyone who's alive here. Ah. His picture's still like he could potentially be alive.
One must understand one's place in the
I don't know,
world.
it's probably one of the most common things you can buy without a prescription. Actually.
Here you are.
Oh, this means free says Canver. Origin. Details. Vast structure lay dormant beneath the crystalline dominion for countless centuries. When Ultima's scheme reached its final stages, it was summoned from the depths, sowing untold destruction and leaving bleak black skies in its wake. Eerily resembles a mother crystal.
Thus ends today's lesson.
I guess I'm just gonna have to talk with you because there are no side quests I can do. There's no notification of them. I haven't seen on the map. There's no more hunts either.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what
like
we've
the
been
fucking
doing all
Isu.
along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be, but a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
Okay.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
Oh yeah.
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
Oh, it's risky.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He makes me think of a more serious prompt though.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not
Or
coming
an older
back.
fan.
And it's
If
come
the
to
fan
terms
we've
with
seen
that.
have been a fucking child in
That doesn't mean
12.
that we have to. Does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill.
I don't speak with
I only hope she understands.
Oh my god, we're going through like the end of Mass Effect of speaking to people. Wait, is she in? Yeah, she is in my room. Oh no, they're back. Coming from a quick mention to a Bible, I know. Thank fuck Moobot. I got a bit smarter. Because it's really less effective, I'm like, ah no! Get away with you! You demon!
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a
Oh,
bad
the same
idea.
one? We keep seeing.
This is it, Jill.
I just realised, like...
You know what I have to do.
I
I
don't
have
know.
to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us.
I'm
Where
fearing
it will end.
the end of this
Better or
game.
worse.
And the potential for it to do
could
something I
pray to
absolutely
Metia
fucking
for you.
hate. In games and movies and anything.
But you'll be
15
all right,
done it.
won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
I don't really think I've said that on stream. Yeah, it's... here's... Oh my god, the quests are back!
Better make sure
I did
have
ask,
everything.
and it delivered. It fucking delivered. Oh no! Shit. They're here too. And also here. And here. And Bucklad. And Dalamil. No, it was Tabor. What about my hunts though? Well, fuck, it's gonna read the missive too. How did 15 do that you didn't like? The ending! The ending was, I try to say this the way without... Any form of media that has a character spent so many hours with, no longer around. For whatever reason. A Chocobirth? In a mood. Ah, in case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all his time of late on the rear deck whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right. My gut tells me it's not to do with the supply of antelope bones. And this is where I'm gonna get all my
What is it this time, Torgal?
my renown from. Gonna get that one here. Is there another way of saying it? Honestly, not really. But yeah. I go back and to complete extras, so it's like it never happened. Search for a lost home. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exist ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was a chance encounter with one such tome from a distance that sparked within me the scholastic curiosity that burns this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to offer compensation for services rendered. Yeah?
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
I can whisper in German, strike für anyone. Got everything there. Oh, I don't know what to do because there's so fucking many of them. Do I go with the pick them all up and take them one at a time? I might have to do that. Huh. Fuck it, we're doing that. Hi, Byron.
Hmm?
Oh wait, ask about Origin. Yeah, Patricia ain't my middle name, and if people are going to keep using that, I'm going to ban that fucking word. I don't have a middle name. Hey, it's sitting this plan of yours then. I am.
Huh.
Never want to shy away from a fight. Some might say it runs in the family. Your father would be proud.
Thank you, Uncle.
But that it, I know he'll be with us up there.
As for down here...
You may take comfort in the knowledge that the realm will be in my capable hands until your return. Indeed. Three's company.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times
Why would I
we
ban
live
that
in,
Kenobi?
huh?
You know why I'd fucking
I've
ban.
done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control.
Almod was like, aggression.
Thus, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply
Jabba's
these
that I will
days,
kill you
and
smile.
without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes?
But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite
Oh, no, Patty is reserved for Tales of
As I told you
Vesperia.
already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to.
There's an alternative version of the song.
Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of...
Wait, what does that translate into?
...rigid principle. And he has certain qualms about clasping arms with... well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Right, we'll meet with the Field Marshal.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be
Pat
it.
hums happily as he runs over his cat.
Spirit.
Wait, is that
once.
what your alternative was?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital.
It was similar for me when I was younger.
Excellent.
Oh.
Thank you, Uncle.
No.
Because you know how it goes, Postman Pat, like 3 times, and his black and white cat. Instead it changed to, you know, 3 Postman Pats ran over his cat, blood and guts went flying, and Postman Pat was crying he would never drink and drive again. That's the version we had. You know what? Right, we'll do. I don't know what to do. We'll keep it to these 3 and come back.
Say what you will.
Oh, is it one and the same? What, summon? No. Oh, Torgal. What are you sad about?
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
Hey, we'll find out.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now?
I mean, if it's English, she
Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing
would need
on
to get
his
banned
leg,
too,
since you
Kenobi.
ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for.
Speculate.
What you were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Do this one first.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
Follow Torgal?
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me?
Best NPC follower?
I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria.
Dog meat.
Why don't we try the
Only
rockery?
has magic. Doesn't jump off skyscrapers.
I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Okay, fuck the rest of the quest. We're doing this for Torgal. Island? Oh shit, wrong thing. So you're going on a journey. Get your boat with you. A rowboat. Just this random rowboat. Don't know if it's in good condition.
Still here. After all these
Now,
years.
after nearly 20 years,
Lots more than I remember.
would that boat still be viable as a boat?
You're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
No, the Swedes made it. I think we made sounds of rowing. Been boats further than that. You're not dead yet. Well, even if they've been left alone in the water for
The rookery's right through
nearly
those
20
trees.
years.
Come on.
Where are we? Ooh, new area. I have gil. Fuck off, game, but you're teeny tiny little amounts of gil.
Race you there. I bet I could still beat you.
I can't run. Maybe not sat in the water for 20 years.
Here we are. This was our hideaway.
I was gonna say how's Torgal getting up there, but he can jump. He can jump heights. This feels like a place Joshua should probably have been included in going.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps.
Yeah, young Torgal.
This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting.
At what point did he go back there? Would Sid have taken him? Or was he fending for himself?
So I don't forget either.
Torgal off to now.
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal.
Oh, but we're going that way.
All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going.
Wait, can I go in there myself without a cutscene? Ah. Box. We got a box. Sharp fangs. That was it. Sharp fangs. Did you collect them too, Torgal?
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Hey. More than words. Oh. A charred sparring sword. Curiosity. That'll be going on the wall. Clive's old sparring sword, salvaged by a faithful friend in the aftermath of the Iron Blood invasion 18 winters past. Remember, Clive, your blade's not your only weapon. Rodney Murdoch. He's dead. Caval's Fang +1. Oh, Torgal's attack potency. Okay. No. It's called Mist. Back here. I can get something. Oh, you missive as well. Curiosity. can get something.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Oh, new title, Roaring Hearth. Hearth. Okay, Continental Acclaim. If the drunken galley captain I shared a table with last night is to be believed, one of your exploits has made its way across the seas to the Great Continent. What the fuck is the Great Continent? What is more, she claims there are those who would see you flourish, herself being one such woman. Across the seas. Yeah, there's this other bit of land that probably has no fucking idea what's going on with these crystals and is like, why is the world going to shit? Genji gloves. Oh, we'll accept a donation.
Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
But what are we getting from that? Gear. Yeah, your accessory. Increases damage dealt to enemies by 5%. That would be across the board, wouldn't it? With everything? The island warriors of the Far East are said to claim a piece of the armor of a slain soldier following a battle, wearing it over their own until the next encounter, at which time they finally remove it. The warriors believe that the spirits of the fallen foe will now lend them their strength. Yeah, give it a go. Vivian. Also, I have no new hunts, which kind of sucks because I need some pieces from you guys. Shit. Okay. Right, Vivian.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Hippocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Okay. Hippocrates. Or Harpocrates is the one I keep calling him.
Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Hippocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The Executors would
Where are you
not
getting
allow
the
it.
G from, Kenobi?
Executors.
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies.
This is my novel,
Text
yeah.
being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the Executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the Executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly,
Oh, are you using it
known
like
of the Executors
what Jin
recounted in a single breath.
and Jeep?
You may just as soon ask
Sounding
me
the
of their
same
origins,
ones with the
numbers,
J and
or
ones
the
with the
identities
G.
of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the Executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Ridiculous. Right. Just want to make for. Hey, it is Garnick. Oh, there's so many quests. Right, let's do it little by little. Let's go for it. Is that the closest one?
Come on. Don't get surrounded.
Fire and flame!
Oh. Oh, oh, oh! What are you doing? I'm sure there's like a counter move. Unless I was reading things wrong. Heat wave, heat wave, heat wave. Do I have anything for heat wave?
Ready, girl? Run like the wind.
The entire village looks abandoned.
Been here before.
Which house would a bookworm live in?
What was over on? Oh, this is why we can go inside now. All the things. Folklorist's fabulary. The Moogle. No sprite. No. Fucking hell. No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valsian folk tales than humble Moogle. Though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps. Most stories depict them as clumsy, and congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labours. As they'd have sweet tooths, leading to common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest naught remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, except the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight, and the brightly coloured pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their head. And yet, there's one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow. The fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everybody knows that Muggles are the stuff of legends. Quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth, and in the case of the Moogle, the fact may not be so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm, and the illustration besides the name, why, is none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that creatures are not known to still survive in the Twins in the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carried them to other climes. Perhaps they were hunted to extinction, or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away far from human view. It looks like a door. Complete botany of Banes. Blah blah blah, or tail of wyvern. Okay. White of flower and black of root, the latter of which gives out an inky gall when cut or crushed. The tribesmen of Northern Storm prick their skin with oaken needles soaked in such, drawing curious patterns about their arms and legs in honour of their heathen gods. The gall is passing toxicate. The single drop taken by mouth may result in cramps most painful for 5 days and 5 nights, and if applied to a wound, certain death. Should a slip of the needle end a young warrior's life, it is said that his skin print failed to find favour among the heavens.
His interests were certainly varied.
Royal Intelligence Training Report. The week of the tragic fire at Caernarvon in 873 V, and the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training in clandestine manoeuvres, improvised weaponry and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Stonehenge for inspection. This report details the progress made by the stronghold at Garnick in reinvigorating Waloed's ranks of esteemed intelligencers.
This is a Royal Army logbook.
Okay, from a distance. Ah. Chapter 16. The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of bearer of the heavenly blessing. the wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Okay. Over the years, as reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fateful. Oh, they got too big for their boots. Yeah, okay. You don't know why you still try to convey these things through text. I know, it's like trying to get me to say something if I'm trying to pronounce it. For 7 years, no once it worked. No. Okay. The divers nations. No, I had this with this word before, wasn't it? Oh man. Define consonants and makes some aspects easier. Oh, so it is. I thought. Okay. I thought it was a typo for diverse at some point, and I was like, what the fuck? This is the second time it's appeared, so it can't be. Oh, it has a few vowel exclusions that make it literally impossible. I just realized that. You do know what that sounds like, where you're trying to get me to say. Like I'm about to spit up into the microphone. If you're going properly over the top. Oh no, you won't be hearing that. Okay, and this is a time where unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church. Oh, well, the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state. They were mistrusting of an organisation led by bearers, for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to, chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist the persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, a growing rift between those born with a blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation. And decimated the population of men and bears both. Deluge of blood stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valstrian people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valisthea came together to sign the Continental Accord and initiated a system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. Its well-known phrase, bearers are other than human, has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed's only excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Is someone going to stop me? Yeah, I think so. Or something.
Leaving so soon, stranger?
Suspicious character.
We've been watching you.
Oh, yeah.
From a distance.
I like your little shield.
So to speak.
Subtle.
Brooch.
I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return
I'm committing genocide against Muggles. You are.
Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Alright, okay, where do you fuckers come from? No!
Let's see, shall we?
Oh, hi, okay. Your brain just broke. You've gotten out of tight. Attention. Try to do something, that's why it's bloody pain in the ass right now. 30 kilometers for. Oh, too far to the left? I've been watching you, but somehow I missed all the times you've slaughtered gods. I'm sure there's like, it's a heat wave counter. I'm never going to be able to do this.
Impressive.
Ooh.
But we have other means. We shall claim
I
the
mean,
book yet.
You've got, you see the little thing he's got on his mouth covering. It's like the
avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history
No Man's Sky.
Persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull.
It doesn't look like it's equal to me.
There is
bit longer
no
at the bottom.
correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief.
If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again.
Is he just gonna randomly pop up and be like, I'm after that book again?
Wait.
Fuck, did he? No, Clive! Come on, you've got eyes. Use them.
Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Pre-ordered the collector's edition. There's gonna be a maybe this stream and then another couple that might just be me doing these side quests. Those annoying words. Is it collector's edition or collector's edition? I think it's the first one, but the second one feels more natural. Oh, I don't know.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
From a distance. Oh fuck, I should have read that.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Okay. Ah, Scholar's Bonnet. Vivian Ninetale's scholarly headwear, awarded to her upon the completion of her studies at the University of Canver. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do. Okay. Right, I'll go for Randala. Oh, hello! Ah, they appeared! Please tell me there's like 3 of them. Shit. Fuck. I was in Garnick. I was there. Oh, so maybe they're appearing after I've done the specific quests. Wailing Banshee. Cursebreaker's came across this creature while searching for survivors near the abandoned village of Garnick. Misled by the abomination's appearance into thinking she might be a local woman, he went to offer their help, but soon it was they who were seeking salvation. The survivors say they can still hear her screams, both those of the white and those of their fallen comrades. 45. Now, do I want to go do that? I don't want to go. I will go at Randala. One thing at a time. Down here, isn't it? Which one? Over here? Oh, it's Botclad. Is it the gate still there?
Do you see?
Ah.
Two.
Papa? What is it? Please, just make it stop. I'm scared.
Oh, everyone's looking over there now. Well, you just have to wait a little longer.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Hmm. Oh, we're gonna hydrate. Take a shot. I've not this fucking size. Right, how the fuck? Shot size, sippy sip. Is that what it is? It's no longer just a sip, it's a sippy sip. Is that like when you got a map and then you got map? Right, before I do this, is there an easier way of me finding the trophies other than it's gonna do the last story one. Finish 10 enemies. Semi-primed. Heatwave counters. Wave counters. That's what I'm trying to fucking do. Is that like map? Oh my god, how do I get back? Yep, I still haven't fucked around with this long enough to see where the fuck I'm going with it. Heatwave counter, I guess. It's gonna be that fucking thing. The other guy really said that the book was bad because it defied an understanding of bearers, and that would be painful to acknowledge, more painful than being a slave to your ignorance and masses. I did think that. I was like, you're only saving the human race from their pain and that they were assholes. And not being held accountable for what they done. Or not humans, non-bearers. But the bearers have still got to like live with this. That's me. I'm gonna try and use Heatwave counter at every opportunity. Might need a longer fight because, you know, Torgal decides he's gonna go off and do all manner of things.
Can't be Rutherford, can it?
We've seen Rutherford before, haven't we? Oh, some gesturing going on.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, feel oblige him. This won't take long.
Oh, there we go.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Oh, fuck. Oh, which one is a fucking healer? I'm gonna have to. Okay, get some ice in here. Eee. Torgal, no!
Enough.
Republican. Bloody conservatives. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to get some of these trophies.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel.
We've seen Havel. No, we haven't.
Injured.
No, my lord.
Byron knows Havel.
You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
It's a fucking projectile counter.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos.
Okay.
But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together, even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well.
What's the
Send your man to me right away.
big emphasis on outlaw though?
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
I thought it was bad, not bad.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at
Quentin,
least.
okay. Well, we haven't seen him since, yeah. Outlaws are cool, like pirates and cowboys, but no boats or horses. Oh, he's up this way. Because Lost Wing is lost to them, essentially. Hey, here we go. I've been here since we helped them.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now?
Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose.
Well, I don't have a ring for that. Oh, we're doing the silent proposal. The gesturing says it all.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know
oh, pulling out the trust.
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is
Okay,
taking shape.
Byron. Let's go see Byron. Sorry, we're just tidying up the realm. Valisthea is owes us a lot.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who?
Does Byron know
exactly?
Quentin?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate.
Days traveling between locations. I know.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quentin would probably call me one of his, but yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
Kind of like Byron, he's just like, fuck it, let's do it.
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quentin can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high
We've just
houses
got
will
out
be
someone.
seeing
See you
to
next
that.
month.
They have all agreed to make the most generous
Well,
of
here's the thing.
donations. Oh, of
The map
course, it
makes
did take a little
the game look bigger,
persuasion,
like the
luckily
big
I had
map.
some unexpected
But when you go in
From who?
and you see how little it is between them,
Why,
it's not a
you,
huge
my
place.
boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
I believe I did. That's the one I tried to see the voice
old
for.
Battle-Axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience.
Oh, I'm going there too?
Of course, Uncle.
Oh no, very rare. We're at the manor.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
I love that he hasn't changed what he's wearing. Quentin just, you know, got his apron. That's it.
Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. Ah, but I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption.
Oh, 5 days travel?
Such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends? I can't stand the man!
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality
Oh
of the
no,
company you
Byron.
keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal!
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Once more onto the breach.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance.
It's going to be
We cannot
much.
let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony?
Oh god.
Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Tri-Unity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well, my boy, the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will.
Wow, Clive's got a little bit of sunshine in a 10-mile radius. Please company. Yep. Got some more. This is how we get renown up. Start doing that. Wifey, my pen! The Tri-Unity Accord, signed by representatives from Maziria, Dalmekia, and Sambrek. This mutual accord sets the stage for a new age and storm, if not officially, then at least in spirit. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? We get the cooldown for Heaven's Cloud. Okay. Do we have next? We're not waiting for that. We will... Fuck it, let's go. I'll just pick the first one. We'll do them one at a time instead of rolling around like an umpty like I have been. There's that many of them. Right, however, I will be right back in a couple of minutes. Won't be too long. You know what? Haven't seen her for a while. I'm gonna bless you with a cursed image. There we go. I love Final Fantasy X, even just for that fucking image that I've got. It's brilliant. Right, who's first? Who is first? Let's go speak to Ooh, I can speak to Dion. I'm sorry, Joshua. Gotta speak to Dion.
Be freed.
Ask about Origin.
My decision is made.
I should carry you and your brother to Origin. The Lesage name might live on in honor, not in infamy. Even if I should not. Don't you... Dion, no, we're not doing this. Your Highness, you're not.
You said it yourself.
It's a journey from which I may not return, and yet I am resolved to go. Ultima took much from me, and he means to strip us all of what little we have left.
He must be stopped.
Whatever the cost. I don't get it, like... but like, why, when you've... when you've got the voice for more than half of that, like, bit of dialogue there, just do the rest of it.
He must.
Thank you, Your Highness. Yours over Hastings, your brother. Save your thanks for when this is over.
Make ready.
I'm sorry, I got some things to do. Go speak to Joshua. Let's go Origin.
This is it then, brother.
Well, the last dance with Ultima waits. I'm just going a few side quests. I think my plan of attack for this, right, is going to be do the side quests and then have a look and see what trophies I've got left. Try and get as many of those done. I know there's definitely 2 I won't be able to do for the first run, which is games I've had more spoken dialogue to. Yeah. So the ones I definitely won't be able to get is maxing out all of the iconic abilities. You can't get it on the first run, I don't think. I think you have to go into the second, and the Final Fantasy difficulty, which is only opens up after you've played this first, or had your first playthrough. Okay. Only the finder knows what awaits us up there.
Indeed.
Whatever we find, we shall overcome it. It would not do to disappoint our friends. They'll believe in you, Clive. They would follow you to the ends of the earth if they could.
You're wrong.
My friends don't follow me. They spur me on. I couldn't have made it this far without them. Nor without you, Joshua. You gave me your blessing and made me your shield. Without you, I don't know how I would have even survived. Even when we were apart, you were always with me. And I trust you'll be with me now until the end. See? No, you're just... Oh, your demise is coming, isn't it?
Of course.
Whenever that may be. It's gonna be a couple of weeks. Probably then. Where there's a will.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's... not nothing. I've received word from
Cyril. Oh!
The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will?
His will? How?
Does it even matter now?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Of course.
Of course.
I'm still gonna go with you, Joshua.
I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
I would guess we're going to Tabor. One quest at a time. It's fine. Oh, that's a Tabor. There's so many. What do you have in there? Ah, both in here. Huh. Let's go say hello, darkness.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous. Cyril, you found a letter from Father? Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
Oh, for fuck's sake. My beloved sons, I know I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms, and only with all Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. I made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way. I shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith I hold for both of you. Your father.
An inheritance?
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of? His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me.
Okay.
The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of
God, he had hopes and dreams, didn't he?
Light spreading ever more widely across the twins. Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Archive. Okay.
This is the Required Tree, an archive where we of the Undying collect and collate our findings. Fragments of Ultima's true nature surely lie buried within these pages. We have only to unearth them.
I don't know if I've been here before, have I? You can read this. Lord Cyril, acolyte stationed across Valisthea, reported a curious change in the primeval structures we come to refer as monoliths. Oh! The chronolith trials following the fall of Drake's tail and the change in the skies allow me to present preliminary findings of our archaeologians' investigations and those monoliths most near at hand. We're able to visually confirm the activation of the structure in the northern reaches of the Velcroy, but a sandstorm forced our temporary retreat and make a second attempt when the wind drops. In Draco's Deep, our team was able to make direct contact with the monolith, however no further change was observed upon touching its surface, nor upon dealing it several stout blows with both fist and blade. Whatever the purpose of its activation, it would appear to be other than that of the defensive echoes we've encountered among previous relics of the Fallen and their predecessors. We shall continue our investigations both of the monoliths proper and of any historical writings that might refer to them, and inform your lordship forthwith should they produce any discoveries of note. May the phoenix's flame burn ever in your heart. Tomage. Or Toma. Second order. Well, you're there, but I'm gonna have a look here. And speak to you.
The Undying are not the only secret fellowship in this realm, you know. There are others, each working for their own ends. Why, not so very long ago, a society committed to discovering how one might cast magics without a catalyst was found to be operating throughout Valisthea.
Oh.
They were denounced as heretics, rooted out, and driven from our shores, never to be seen again.
Your first order of archaeology. Ugh. Oh, fucking hell. Archaeologians. Nope, I fucking butchered that as well. Dalmatian Wing. 53rd monthly report. Item 1. Further discoveries from Acolyte and then ensconced within recently displaced mountain dwellers' remote settlement. The diminutive tribe's main village appears to be in receipt of regular deliveries of supplies from Hugo Kupka's Men of the Rock. When inquiring with the locals, it became apparent that they have the deepest respect for the one they call Lord Kupka, but whether he has merely bought their loyalty or if there is some deeper connection between the tribe and Titan remains unclear. Right. Who is this person?
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you.
Should we know her?
I am Goditha, retainer of House
Goditha.
Rosfield, loyal
That's the
servant
name.
to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Bertha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
Oh, I was gonna say what kind of keepsake.
See it, he would have presented you with the treasure's eye.
Matching armbands.
Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband
Baby
was
Rattle's a little late.
himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
Oh no.
See.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished article.
She kind of sounds like Karen.
Works in progress, but with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins.
Gonna have a hunt.
You see, we do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
All right.
What
Yeah,
say
we'll
you,
go do that.
Joshua? What else?
Oh, fuck now. Slee. Simmer. Simmer.
But we must
I
not
will
be
go and
hasty.
we'll go like
The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Simmerg.
Not here. No use calling
Oh,
up
for fuck's
Rosie
sake.
now. This is no time to ride.
Let's go.
Faster!
Fuck it. We're going. Oh no. Nope, fucked that one up. It's not up this little gap. Here we go, up this way. Sorry, Revenants. Things to do.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
Oh. I see you there strutting about. So is this our like this here essential kind of not rite of passage, but because it would have been our Elwyn who would have done it.
There it is. For House Rosfield.
Oh fuck, fuck, I'm stuck. Oh no. Whee! Oh, you guys are flying? You flying? I love you just headbutted the ground. Nice. Witch's ladder? It's following me! Ah!
Nice try.
Oh fuck. Fuck's sake. Oh fuck. Really? Try to get this fucking thing in. Oh, game. everything at once. Kingslayer, what the fuck? Oh, fucking hell. Oh god.
Nice try.
Oh, fuck. Oh, you fucker, I thought I jumped there. I'm gonna get something to bring a sting. Quick fucker. Okay. And I have nothing to fight you with. I don't even feel like I should even bother. Just, fuck it, that one. That should kill you off. Ah, the Heartstone. Griffins suffer something akin to the crystal's curse, their flesh slowly turning to stone over a lifetime of channeling aether. Unlike bears, however, the effect is far more gradual and limited to a sac around their hearts, the slower progress of petrification resulting in the formation of a gemstone of rare beauty.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Oh, she was upstairs.
Oh, thank
I know,
the
I've
founder you were
seen
safe.
it both ways,
The Griffin is slain then?
but I don't know what the
Heartstone
difference
claimed.
is.
Yes. This radiant luster like frozen flame. It's just as
I'm
your father
typing I
described
swear.
it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
I'm gonna get the was it an armband? Is that what they said it was? An armband that we would have been bestowed with. Her father not died.
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to.
This couldn't be stopped.
I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria,
But everyone would have done were alive and well by now.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord.
Are you gonna be?
Your Grace, for coming back to us.
Is that the I'm here
for giving my
face?
service meaning.
What did you give me? You never. Oh. I need to exit this before I can do anything, but I want to see what that is. Items. Did you not give me something? I was on his testament. Guess not.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was
Are we wearing
you
them?
for so long.
I don't know.
Is.
I don't think we're wearing them.
You played, Cyril.
Bands suit you well. No, you can't fucking see them. How do you know they're going to suit us at all?
Might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Should we pay your father?
Did you know he was there?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon.
Right, after that many years, and nobody's stolen it.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
Cyril.
Someone leaves the bike outside here and their wheels are nicked.
Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
There's a lot to in and throwing. No idea what you just said. What bit?
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? That I'm less certain.
Fuck it.
Especially knowing what we know now. He's truly capable. Perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
Devoted guardians to protect your lineage and bike. I feel like your base clout towards the wheels will be stolen. In so many words, yeah. Yeah, thank you. No, that was from Yakuza when I was playing that, wasn't it? Oh, this place? Oh fuck, I can't do that. But I'm getting what?
It's just back there.
Is that you saying things again? That... Oh, this, I did wonder about this when we seen it. I played the third one on stream. I've got clips from it.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized...
It's the only one I played on stream.
I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
The Kinky Dungeon in. It was just a dream. Well, yeah, because I've got all the 6 of them. And then
he never lost
I'm going to the...
Never looked back.
Fuck, is it Judgment?
Never
The
stopped
Lake of
fighting.
Dragon.
He was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have,
Your dreams often contain such things.
We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
I do like that they're not tying up things, but giving a bit more closure
Lay you down.
for the final quest and you know, sorting shit out around the world and resolving, or not resolving, but just, you know, seeing an end to things that they've found and...
Onward. To the end.
I mean, closure, what from?
And to a new beginning.
Hehe. Ah, but there's a will. More renown. Okay, what else is this? Rusted battle helm. Archduke Elwin's helm worn during his victorious campaign to quell the northern uprising. War is coming, my boy. We must make ready. It's to open. I am as a door ajar. You don't want unresolved issues when you die. I know. No! Ah, fuck. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Fuck. Well, just have to make do then. Or do chapter selection. What else we got? Let's deal with the hideaway ones first, and then we'll go elsewhere. New missives as well. Oh my god, there's another one there. What the fuck? I keep. I get rid of one and 20 more appear. Ah. Well, there's one. The auto? That's not auto.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword.
Oh,
but scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who fill his boots.
Really
sounds reasonable. So you happy to oversee the boys' test then?
Okay. I will agree to evaluate the initiate. Time is yours.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer word. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Trial and error. I've done nothing but fucking side quests for 3 hours. Northreach. Okay, let's go. Got another what, 4 left here, and then 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 side quests if we're doing added. Ooh, which one? The
Nazir might
Zare.
at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
I'm nervous.
Well met, Sid.
Oh, wait, how was that hurting your feelings? It was just funny.
Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me
Maybe that's what his special ability is.
He puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine Cursebreaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen.
Nosy calf.
Not far from here is an Imperial lookout.
Eastwatch, yep.
Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing
Sneaking?
the logbook would be quite
You didn't
sufficient.
say there would be sneaking
You'll
involved.
need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without
Sounds
being
like
discovered
Assassin's
and
Creed.
thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
We're gonna have to go and save him, aren't we?
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me. These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready.
No. Why would we be having a 9-hour stream?
Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
Give me pencil and paper.
God.
No. Oh.
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Ooh. Oh, yes! This is what I need! Fuck yeah! It's alright, Torgal's not gonna do anything to him to kill him. Back in heat. There we go. Nice. Enemy slain. Perfect. Dragon Talon. Because we have one. When? When did I say this?
Ember,
Kenobi?
Are you?
Tater Tot didn't make it.
Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed.
But yeah, sneaking is an act of avoiding detection. You cannot be detected by
Back to
someone who's
North
dead.
Ridge it is,
Technically
then.
running through a front door and murdering everyone could be considered sneaky. Oh, have I not been here? Kestrel's beak braid. I guess I hadn't. A few months ago? Nah, I don't think that happened, Kenobi. I think it might be in some like fever dream that you had. Oh no, what on a raptor? I don't want to fight you. Hi. How close are you? Ooh, well I'm here though. Well, I'm guessing I'm stuck with him now for any bloody trophy I'm trying to do. Oh, can I just go through that way? Oh no, how are you sorting these? Oh fuck. Go through this way. Alright, what else? That's the last story one. Five enemies in the air using deadly embrace. Okay, 5 enemies in the area after using Deadly Embrace. Oh fuck. Oh shit, Founder's Grasp. Ah, that's what we got. Fashioned after those pictures adorning the wrists of the mythical founder in ancient engravings, Archduke Elwin intended to gift these bands to his beloved sons upon their coming of age, that they might serve to remind them of their unbreakable bonds they share as proud scions of the ducal line, the unwavering devotion that would be required to see their duty done. Alright. Deadly Embrace. Has to be that one then. Okay. What else do I have that I've not used? Or seen? Yeah, we'll have light satellite. Oh god, me starting this kind of screwed up with the in discovery. Oh no, I have to have it as one of these. Fuck. Jar Jar Binks is less silly. Oh, literally anything else. Oh yeah. Unbiased is a term. Boba, which means a clump of fat. To my ears, it sounds particularly ridiculous. That's his wife. His son, Poppy. Fair.
Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with
Oh
you.
no, where'd he go?
He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had...
Because of distraction. Get out.
I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but... apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
the right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Hey? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
This won't be an easy decision.
You return to the hideaway. Oh, I totally.
There's something about him.
You should have seen him.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back,
Have you ever
Sid.
been shooting?
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the
We don't want
arse,
to.
I
No.
hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
Does Ember deserve passing marks? I'm gonna say yes, because he did cause the distraction and he didn't get caught. He did say, you know, get there because of distraction, make your escape. And him being like, oh no!
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim.
Okay, did he not mean it?
And is that
I thought
not
the
what
whole
we
thing
ask
was
of our
like, eh.
scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
Yeah.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now.
Are you gonna rent it for me?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do.
You're gonna source everything from me and never
That's why we
use
need men like Ember more than ever.
Kenobi.
Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Quest complete. Trial and error. Gotta get more of that renown. I got like 300 more to get. With a lightning pile drive. Alright, what else do we got? Oh fucking hell, at least 5 things, okay? And then hey Doris.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her.
What, the one we let go free?
She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison.
Ah, Walud.
Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless.
Oh, is that
Bearers
place
no
that
one
I
would
couldn't
miss.
get into?
And even better for her. Bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls,
Yeah.
the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Walud, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
Wait, something I do envy the States for isn't guns, it's potato cannons. Huh?
We'll be needing the Enterprise
That's
if we're
everyone
going
trying
to
to make
navigate the narrow.
really powerful.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to.
Fuck.
Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick.
Chadwick.
Another of my former master's
Okay.
protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
Couldn't we have used a potato cannon?
Very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
And off we go. Doors. I do have a hunt that I can do somewhere around here. The Ravenwood walls. Is it where I thought it was? It is! Go back to there as an enemy. Well, I'm here. I want to look for something. Okay, this might not go well. So you have to go first. No, it's wrong one. Oh, fucking hell. Really?
Nice try.
Right. I'm gonna have to get these fuckers down. Nope, wrong one. God, I hate somebody fucking targeting us. I need something else. Not a chocobo. Birds? Here we go, fatal attraction. Far away. Roll against some of these. You clearly look tight, otherwise affix various bits of PVC, plumbing to a gun shape, you spray propellant in a combustion chamber at the bottom, then force potato that's larger than the barrel into it from the top, creating a press fit the spud slug. Watch out. You have to be. Oh, you have to be illegal. What do I have now? Sorry, I'm on a roll with these just while I'm fighting. Got to be an easier way. Right, story stuff. Yeah, boss flute damage, that's fine. Gouge, Wicked Wheel, Rook's Gambit in midair. Gouge, Wicked Wheel, Rook's Gambit. Okay, Gouge, Wicked Wheel, Rook's Gambit. Yeah. I'm gonna go up the steps. I'd be amazed if they were legal anywhere except US. In countries with that kind of regulation.
Likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
Okay. I probably could. Fuck.
All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill. Now, Torgal.
I can get Torgal.
All yours, Torgal.
I'm gonna have to fuck around with this one. No! Are they counted as midair? No. Oh god, you're going to blow! Yeah. Joshua, get away.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet.
Tennis balls.
But let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not.
Ooh.
We're risking a...
But I can't go that
Just
way
being
though.
here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
Well, I can actually. Looks like I shouldn't. Yeah, it's gonna be enough space to do what I want to do here. Inspect. Valmung Dark, Writ of Designation. Kingdom of Wood hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers, both foreign and domestic. Purposes of the facility is to rear and train Yakuza beasts for deployment in the field. Aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention therefore thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the perusal. No. Perusal. Yeah, perusal of aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of any of bearers in any other capacity. Fucking hell.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
I call exhibit YouTube. Yeah, I'm getting it. Oh, I thought I was going to get the special one.
Farewell.
A random Kuza beast feeding. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza, listed under care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bears assigned to fight beside it. In a mock battle conducted as part of its training, the beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of sustenance. This behaviour is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers no longer of use for training purposes can now be repurposed as required.
They were feeding bears
no.
to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
Those poor bearers. Right, we got that. And we're going to be fighting this fucker, I think. We've got that there. Recommendation concerning Kuza beast deployment. Kuza has long been recognised as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In exercises conducted thus far, however, the beast has grown incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. Proposed instead that bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal loss to eluder lives. How much praise? I'm sending this bitch to Mars.
Minimal loss of eluder lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that. Nothing but caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs.
What was the other way then?
I can't see how Doris is getting on.
Anyway, hold on. That was the stairs going up. That was the dead end. That was that there. It might be those stairs. Joshua, please get away. Nothing there. I didn't go through the door like it said. Instead I came across other things, so I don't know. Can I access this now? I guess I can't. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, hopefully there's nothing there. Oh, fuck.
Stay down. You're finished. Caution, brother.
Oh, crap. Alright, here we go. I don't want to use them, many of my abilities in case we're fighting this creature. Can't go through there. How did you get past the Akashic?
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even, and those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
We're going to be dealing with the beast, I think.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Big beast, probably. And a box.
A survivor. And she sounds close.
She's there, but I want to have a look here first. Strap them at trees.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone?
Kinda, I guess.
Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But
they're not here
something's wrong with
anymore.
them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you.
Oh no.
He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Got a beast.
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl
You
safe.
here? I'm gonna kill it.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to use this on the thing though. Do I need a different?
We have to run!
You're safe now.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live.
Oh, we're definitely can't throw in there. Oh fuck. Right, abilities. Anything new? Okay, on that one then. Try you out. I think I would have to go with that. Or this one. The Gouge, Wicked Wheel, and Rook's Gambit in that order. Because that just fucking shoots them across the land, doesn't it? Unless it's to set it off with Wicked Wheel. But no, let's try you out. I haven't tried you.
If it's got a taste for bearers.
I can save this before I do it. It'll probably be the last thing I do before I leave. It's a hunt. Okay.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Oh fuck. I'm trying to fucking do something and you're just fucking me up. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use potions. I'm not paying attention to my health at all. How the fuck are you not? Oh my god. That didn't work. Well, that was fucking useless. This is what happens when I have new shit on. All moves go to shit. Oh, damn it. Tortoise Mark Slain though. Okay. And I'll level up. Nice, 40. A shackle, meet you right.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I shoots out a barrel, energetic enough to cause injury. It's almost definitely illegal.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last.
I think he's gone.
The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
They don't keep his huge book in prison. I know. I don't. Maybe I was going to say maybe you hid it somewhere. I don't think you're hiding that anywhere.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Another one done. Nobody's tool. Now, getting slowly towards the renown that we need. With the darkness. Ah. Okay. I'm afraid that's where I have to leave it tonight. Five more hours still in the stream. That'll be the day. Yep, I gotta go. Okay, I've enjoyed this, even though it's not been, you know, it's the final process we're going through of doing the side quests, doing the hunts, getting what we can hopefully from them. Clearing out the trophies, and then the beginning of the end. I don't know if it's going to be the end for now, or if it's the end of the story, and maybe to try and quickly run through the quest for the Final Fantasy difficulty. I do not know what I'm going to do with that. I haven't thought that far ahead. That's a future me problem. God, future me's got so many problems to deal with. Just, you know, it's fine. Future me will deal with that at some point in the future, hopefully. But Final Fantasy 16 will be back on Sunday. Tomorrow, however, I'm not promising anything because I haven't been able to do afternoon streams for a couple of weeks because of the whole moving thing and getting our things sorted as well and other stuff. So there's a potential, I'm not saying there will be, there's a potential for Skyrim, but if not, I will definitely be here tomorrow evening for some more. I was going to say Dark Souls. I'm not playing Dark Souls. Demon Souls. That's the one. So thank you everyone for watching. It's always appreciated. Spending some of your time here. And I hope you're all doing well. And I might see some again soon. Thank you all. And good night.